Hey, Bookkeeping Side Hustle Group, it's Kate. I'm here today to kick off the QuickBooks Live Job and TurboTax Live Job Fair. We are excited to do this initiative with Intuit. I know there are a lot of people who are anxious to learn more about these jobs, so that's why we are here. I would love to hear if anyone can hear me, if you would chime in and say that you can hear and where you're from, so I can make sure we're hearing everybody, or everybody's hearing me. And as you type comments, I should be able to respond to your questions. So we're going to dive right in. So this is for the Bookkeeping Side Hustle community. There's a little subgroup we've created, this Get Hired Jobs group, and our first initiative here is with Intuit. So I'm going to walk through some slides for our kickoff. We're going to follow the who, what, when, where, why format as I give y'all the information you need to know today. I'm hoping to keep this video pretty short and sweet. Great to hear from you, Cassandra. Glad you're in this group and listening. Don't forget to type your questions in the chat if you have them. And we're going to get started. So who is it that that's here? We got recruiters from Intuit, y'all. We've got two QuickBooks Live recruiters, Blair Dribbin and Milena Tran. And then we have two TurboTax Live recruiters, Karina Deckard and Allison Chung. They are in the group. They're going to be in the group for the month of January 2021. They're going to be mostly active for this first week, January 4th through January 8th. But this is who you're going to have a chance to meet, just kind of like at a real job fair. If you were walking around and shaking hands, these are the folks you'd be shaking hands with. Who else do we have? We have job seekers. So that's you, those of you listening to this. We've got experienced bookkeepers and tax pros. And then we're also welcoming new folks who are looking to apply for this in the future. It is important to know that these particular jobs are not for beginners, but the whole Bookkeeping Side Hustle community is basically here to support you and get you where you want to be. And if one of these jobs at Intuit is your goal, you'll get the chance to learn about them and be ready to do what you need to do to one day get this job. I am quite confident these jobs are not going anywhere, and they are pretty much recruiting year round. Who else? So one last person I want to point out is Margie Remmers. She's from Crystal Clear Cashflow. You might have listened to our interview with her that we did last Saturday. If you weren't here to listen to it live, it is on the Bookkeeping Side Hustle YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and search Bookkeeping Side Hustle and it'll come up. And as of the date of this recording, it's the most recent video I have uploaded. But if you want to be a QuickBooks Live bookkeeper, you have to be a QuickBooks Online ProAdvisor. And so this past Saturday, we did a really deep dive from an expert who can help you get that box checked. And be sure to watch that video if you still need your ProAdvisor certification. All right, what questions do you have? I put a little pause in here for me to remember to ask what questions you have. I won't stay here too long, but just again want to say we're excited. I'm excited to be doing this with Intuit. They've been really great to work with, and the 4 recruiters in this group are excited to be able to connect with you. All right, no questions yet. Y'all probably know that I'm prepared, and I'm going to hopefully answer most of your questions. So here we go. What? So we got who, now we're on to what. So this group is to help job seekers navigate the application process for the QuickBooks Live and the TurboTax Live jobs at Intuit. That's what this group is for right now, January 2021. I do know that there's no reason why we can't do other initiatives in the future. So I am planning on keeping it going into the future, beyond January 2021. It's for people who are, my goal is to have this content be for people who are looking for virtual bookkeeping and tax jobs, and ideally of a part-time nature as well. That's sort of the bread and butter that I that's what I am. I'm a part-time bookkeeper, and most of the people in the bookkeeping side of hustle community are that as well. So if you're looking for virtual bookkeeping jobs, stick around in the group, even beyond January. All right, here's a quick little timeline. So like I said, last Saturday, January 2nd, we did the Pass Your QuickBooks ProAdvisor certification with Margie Rimmers. See the replay of that on YouTube. Today, January 4th, 2021, is our kickoff. That's just me. I'm here telling you what's going to happen. I have already tagged and introduced the recruiters in the group. So, I mean, the group is going. You have a chance to ask questions. Be brave. I'm going to point out some specific things I want people to comment on in a little bit. But, we are started. Tomorrow, however, January 5th at 2 p.m. is going to be a QuickBooks Live bookkeeper deep dive. We're going to be online with Blair and Milena. And then on Wednesday, January 6th, we're going to do the TurboTax Live deep dive with Karina and Allison. After that, Thursday and Friday, we're reserving the spot at 2 p.m. We're going to have, I'm calling it kind of like an Ask Me Anything, but Ask a Recruiter Anything. They're the ones that know the answers. So that's going to be Thursday and Friday. 2 is when I don't know if we're going to go live yet. It's kind of going to depend on how the week goes. The recruiters might ask for some more live time, or they might be able to just respond via, Facebook comments and that sort of thing. But basically block off the 2 p.m. time slot this week. If you have an idea of a topic that you would like discussed during those times, feel free to shoot me a message or put it on the comments. All right, another placeholder here to remind me to let y'all ask questions. Hi, Stacy, glad you're here. Testy, glad you're here. Some of y'all, I can't see your names because I'm streaming this in an application called StreamYard, and you're labeled as Facebook user. Let's see, Chastity's saying, I submitted my information via the link. Do I need to go onto Intuit website and apply or wait for them to call the number I listed? So the link, I'm assuming, Chastity, that you're talking about the links that are pinned at the top of the group in the announcements. Those are Intuit websites. That's not my website. You get routed to a real Intuit website. The reason why we have these links is because Intuit wants to know how many applicants are coming from this initiative, so they can know if they're worth their recruiter's time. So do you need to wait for them to call? Yeah, I think that's the process. I don't know which job you applied for, whether it was the tax job or the bookkeeper job, but I would connect with the recruiters that are in the group now, see if they are available to answer any timeline questions. Maybe hold off until Tuesday and Wednesday after we've done the deep dives into the 2 jobs. Maybe they'll say, how backed up they think they are or what their response timeline is. Obviously, it's been Christmas and New Year's, so that is understandable that maybe they haven't been able to get back in touch with everybody. All right, we got who, what, when. Now we're where. So we are, if you're not watching this on this live stream, if you're watching it after the fact, you might think, where is Kate talking about? These recruiters are going to be hanging out. They are hanging out in the Get Hired Facebook group, Get Hired Virtual Accounting Jobs Facebook group. I have the URL here. I won't read it out loud. If you're watching this on YouTube, go to that Facebook group, answer the questions to be admitted, and you'll be admitted. This is where the activity is going to occur, and then throughout the week, all the videos that we do will be on my YouTube channel, and I would love for you to watch them there. Here's the Facebook group. It's a picture. I circled 2 things that I want to point out. So this is the desktop picture, but look for it on your mobile as well if you're a mobile Facebook user. The units in the announcement section, that's where I plan on, I guess, trying to keep this group organized. So many of you know Facebook groups can get kind of overwhelming. Sometimes if you're just in the feed, stuff can get lost. So I'm going to try my hardest to really utilize the units and the announcements. There are already stuff in the units section. There are job descriptions. I think I have the links there. I just created some posts tagging the recruiters, and then I tag those posts into the proper unit. I'm happy to have anyone shoot me a message to think like how I could streamline this a little bit better and make it as most user-friendly as possible. So check out units and announcements. If you don't have time to sort of keep up with the group regular posts, that's going to be like that's where the critical posts are going to be. Yeah, the must-read activity. I do want to say one quick thing. So it's, again, important that y'all use the links that Intuit gave me for this group to apply. That'll just help. It'll help all the data be captured properly, and also it'll let Intuit know that you're from this group. And the idea is right now that people in this group are here. You're not a tire kicker, and there's probably lots of people who apply for the Intuit jobs kind of like, well, we'll see. No, you're in this group because like you're a really warm lead for them, and so my hope is that, and their hope is that this is kind of a way to make more just more relevant matches for them. So applying through these links, I think will possibly also help them know that, well, I don't know. I don't want to speak for them, but maybe move you to the top of the stack. You still have to be qualified and do a good job in the interview, but that's another reason why to use the link, is just to get moved to a little bit higher in the stack. I'll also say there's a little search bar on the in Facebook, a little magnifying glass. Use that. Search. If you didn't know Facebook had that, that's a great way to maximize your efficiency in all the Facebook groups that you're in. Use that search bar to look for special keywords. All right, what's our next slide here? Why? Why are we doing this? So I want to support the job seekers from the bookkeeping side hustle community. So this group is intended to help increase your chances of getting these jobs, assuming that you're qualified. We are going to, help you understand what the process is like. We've already had posts talking about, maybe how to improve your resume. If you want advice on your resume, share that. If you want to, speak directly with recruiters, you got them here in this group. So this is supposed to be, rather than just applying sort of out in the regular old internet, this should hopefully make you navigate the process of applying more successfully. It's going to demystify things. You're going to learn about, okay, what exactly is that test that they give? How do I prepare for that? What's the first interview like? What's the second interview like? So it's to help increase your chances of success as a job seeker. I think that we succeed in community. There have been a lot of people who've already supported other people. I know one of the people who already have the job, they're in the group answering questions for people. And so I hope that you listening to this, as you get your job offer and you get that interview under your belt, and someone is a couple weeks behind you and they're nervous, that you return the favor and be a support to those folks who were in your shoes, and who are nervous or unsure. So I'm wanting to create a community around getting this, just allowing us to support each other even more. Couple of other reasons about why. So I've led the bookkeeping side hustle community, which is a much, much larger Facebook group, for about 2 years now. And I'm taking my career path as an entrepreneur. I have my own bookkeeping business, but I realize there are a lot of folks who are top-notch accounting and tax professionals who are looking for a change in their work environment, but they still want to be an employee for someone. They don't want to be an entrepreneur. They just don't want to work where they're currently working, so they're looking for new opportunities. But this idea of being an entrepreneur is not what they want. And so I have been making a concerted effort to find resources for job seekers. And that's why I don't want this group to die after this Intuit initiative as well. Ideally, Intuit will find this group successful, and they'll want to come back to us in the fall, let's say. They're recruiting a lot. They're recruiting, I mean, I've heard, hundreds of positions. We'll ask them specifically tomorrow, but these jobs aren't going away. So we'll be able to continue to connect you with great opportunities here in this group. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be an employee. Neither career path, entrepreneur or employee, is better than the other. They're just different. And the cool thing is about this particular part-time job, because these Intuit jobs are all part-time, is that you can actually still have your own company and have this job. You work the minimum number of hours for Intuit, but still get to serve the handful of clients that you do have. But you're not having to be so crazy about all the marketing and networking to like fill a whole book of business, because you have this part-time job with Intuit. Why else? Why? Yes. Lastly, my last why. I want to fully disclose that Intuit, I'm being compensated for running this group. So, I mean, I guess part of the answer is this is, I'm making money doing this. And so I always, it's important to me to have full disclosure about that. So I am letting y'all know that. I guess I thought the why slide was probably the best place to put that. I'm just interested in helping connect those eager and qualified applicants with the Intuit recruiters who are looking for those eager and qualified applicants. Let me check some of these. So I got it here. That's my why. What questions do you have? All right, well, let me see. We got some thanks. I appreciate it. You applied to the live bookkeeper position already. Can you apply through this link too? Well, I would have said yes. However, it looked like someone in this video has said that they applied once, and when they tried to reapply, it wouldn't let them. Maybe use a different email. Not sure. Or otherwise, connect with the recruiter. Say, it looks like they're already responding, saying they can, check on the status of your application. So not exactly sure. If you haven't applied through this link, we'll still be able to kind of count that, if you get that job offer, that you came from here. But doing it through the link kind of allows the computers to do that. So where else are we? Looking at some more questions. Yes, we'll get this info a little bit more Tuesday and Wednesday, but yes, the bookkeeping job is for the US and the tax jobs are for the US and Canada. So yeah, someone's saying they reapplied a couple months ago and haven't heard anything, and they resubmit. I would say try it. Cassandra's saying they want to know if they'll be notified if their application is rejected. Cassandra, that's a great question, and we will ask that of the recruiters tomorrow. It's a fair question. Thanks for that kind of clarification for me, Cassandra. Is there an Intuit TurboTax training for Canada? And after taking the training, can I apply for the Intuit tax jobs? I know very little about the TurboTax job, so we'll ask that of the recruiters. I don't know if there's like a do-it-yourself training for the US or for Canada. The tax jobs, my understanding, and we'll clarify on Wednesday, is that they want you to have tax preparation experience, less so than the TurboTax software experience. The volume of tax returns that you've done in the past is what they're looking for. And they will teach you how to use the TurboTax software. And they'll correct me if I'm wrong about that. All right, well, I wanted to keep this kind of short. I'm going to put it on the YouTube channel for a replay. So if you missed the beginning of this, just stand by. As soon as I can get YouTube to, to take it, as soon as it uploads, it'll be available for replay. Any last questions? That's the last I have. So I'm excited. I'm looking for some amazing success stories. I'm looking for some amazing support from each other. Be that helpful person. It's never there's the pie is plenty big to go around, y'all. The job there, it's not like there's 500 people in this group right now. There's going to be more tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday. It's only going to grow. But thankfully, these Intuit jobs, like, there's plenty to go around if you meet the qualifications. All right, I'm going to sign off. If you are watching this after the fact, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate it. And we'll see you in the Get Hired Facebook group. All right, signing off.